Hello folks, this is Ayatan Acha from InspiredToRise.com, and today we are going to talk about the Honor 9X. So guys, let's first start with an unboxing for the Honor 9X. This is the official box for the same. Inside you get this smartphone which gets smudges and scratches really easily. Inside you also get the TPU cover for this one along with the SIM tray ejector tool. And if you look closely, you'll get the 10-watt charger on the inside along with the USB Type-C cable. And there are no earphones inside, sadly. If we talk about the build and design, it comes to glass front, glass back, has an aluminum frame and weighs around 196.8 grams, so it's really heavy. And it has a 6.59-inch LTPS IPS LCD panel which looks really good, has a Full HD Plus display. At the bottom there is the 3.5mm jack, the USB Type-C port along with the speaker grill, and overall I felt that the design was good. And it has the SIM tray slot on the top which has a hybrid SIM tray slot. And apart from that, there is also the pop-up mechanism on the top. Overall I felt that the display had good colors. It's an LCD panel, but still I felt for the price it's one of the best panels out there, and multimedia consumption, content, etc. all feels great on this. Now if we talk about what's on the inside, it comes with the Kirin 710F chipset and it comes with a 128GB version in India along with 4GB or 6GB of RAM. Out of the 128 you get 112GB free. It does support USB OTG and has almost every sensor which is required for a great smartphone experience. There's no NFC on the smartphone, which is not present on almost any mid-range smartphone. And now let's talk about the benchmarks. It scored around 1,79,000 on the Antutu benchmark, which is a decent score. Not really that hard hitting chipset present on the smartphone. The internal read-write speed was pretty good considering the fact that this is a mid-range device, and it's because of the UFS 2.1 storage. It can play games like PUBG on HD and high settings, and if you're somebody who's going to game a lot, you will find that the experience was good enough. The Kirin 710F does run it smoothly, but I feel that their GPU turbo is still not present on this smartphone. In case they come with that with an update, maybe the game performance will become even better. It can play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas easily without any hiccups, and if you're somebody who's going to play Call of Duty a lot, it would only play on low settings and not really that much high frame rate, but still the gameplay was enjoyable in my experience. Talking about the thermal performance, this smartphone did heat up to 38 degrees at the back after extensive period of gameplay, and at the front also it was heating up to 37 to 36 degrees, which is respectable for a smartphone like this and not really that high temperature. If I talk about the software experience, it does come up with a lot of different modes. For example, in the display there is a smart power saving mode which reduces the resolution. It comes with a 4000 mAh battery which does last long. It has a 48MP primary camera at the back, 8MP ultra wide sensor, a 2MP depth sensor, and the front camera is a 16MP motorized pop-up camera. The camera UI is still the same like previous Honor smartphones, and there are a lot of different modes like hyperlapse, and you also get up to 6x zoom on this one. The ultra wide sensor is good enough, and I found that the selfie camera is definitely the highlight for the smartphone. The ultra wide sensor does fall short in low light situations, and the 6x zoom does lack the kind of detail that I've seen on a lot of other smartphones, but the pricing is great, so nothing to complain about here. The 16MP front camera does take really good selfies, so if you are a selfie fanatic, you will find that the camera does the job great. The primary sensor is good enough in normal conditions as well as low light conditions, but when it comes to 1080p 60fps videos, the focus hunting is really high in that video sample. But if you talk about 1080p 30fps video sample, it was alright. The stabilization also was pretty good in that video sample. So in case you are going to shoot a lot of video from the smartphone, switch to 1080p 30fps. Don't go for the 60fps mode. With the front camera, you'll get decent 1080p footage, and that would be good enough for your normal day-to-day usage. But still, the dynamic range is not that good. Now if we talk about the software experience on this one, it comes with EMUI 9.1 based on Android 9 Pie, which is really good for your normal day-to-day usage, but I feel that the UI is definitely outdated by now. There are different modes, like there is a ride mode present inside which allows you to customize the overall experience when you are riding a bike or something like that. It does support wideband L1, so HD content on Netflix or Amazon Prime won't be an issue at all. And apart from that, I felt that this smartphone has some issues, like the latest version of Android is not present here, and I don't know when it would get an update for the same. But the pricing for this smartphone, which is just 14,000 rupees, is really great, and that makes it a really good deal for those people who are looking for a full view display on such budget. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspired to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.